What is going on YouTube? Hey, Mac making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as the S&P 500. Over the past couple of days, we've been tracking some very interesting things forming on most of these major cryptocurrencies, including the S&P 500. And if you guys have been watching the past couple of videos, we've been talking about some interesting movements. So originally, we had these descending fractals forming, and then like 3 days ago, we actually managed to break outside of it on some of the cryptos like XRP, and I was quite confused because typically when we have drops in the market that form symmetrical triangles, we typically have drops come after that. It's usually a bearish bias causing more correction to happen. But for some odd reason, we saw the opposite happen. We saw us reverse out of it, to the upside, which isn't typically what happens here. And I was getting a little worried, and that's why the videos that I've been making have been like, I really don't like this right here, or you're being tricked. There's a good chance we're gonna, correct lower. You could see yesterday's video, I said, this is a big bull trap, don't fall for it. There's a good chance we're gonna fall lower before we start to correct to the upside here. And as you guys can see, that's pretty much exactly what happened here. So we had this big drop in the market on XRP. We started to form a symmetrical triangle. And as I said, usually these have a bearish bias and cause drops in the market like I just drew. But we actually saw it reverse out of it, which I was very confused by. And I was telling you guys, don't consider, you guys can do whatever you want, but I was like, I'm not going to be buying into this because I don't believe that we are bullish yet. We haven't really confirmed bullish yet, and I was not expecting to see any of this movement to the upside happening here. And regardless, even though we broke bullish outside of this, symmetrical triangle here, we have a major downtrend in purple, we have a major price ceiling in green, and we have the daily moving average all acting as mega resistances. And until we break through this level right here, I'm not buying in. And I explained it before, if we break through this, it's an extremely aggressive trade. Through this is a moderate trade, and through this is a conservative trade. So these are the buy-in points in regards to conservative trading here. Because if you bought in here, there's a good chance we would ping off this and reject lower. If you bought off here, there's a good chance we'd ping off that and reverse lower. And if we bought here, there's a smaller chance we'd break downwards and a bigger chance we'd rally up. And as you guys can see, that's exactly what happened. We rallied up, very slightly, hit top resistance, and immediately broke right back down to bottom support, now retesting the end of the symmetrical triangle. Very shocked that that's what happened here, although we are creating higher lows, so we are now creating higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. We'll see if this continues forward here, but we're also going to be looking at Ethereum and Bitcoin, so on and so forth. Otherwise, today's video is sponsored by Fitburn, a continued sponsor here on the channel. It's the world's first burn-to-earn cryptocurrency, but more information on them later. Now, with that being said, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe. Let's dive into today's video. So guys, first things first, top 10 cryptocurrencies. Everything is pretty much down right now, as kind of what I was expecting here. I was telling you guys this is pretty much a trap. There's a good chance we are going to be breaking lower here, and I don't expect this to last. And as you guys can see, we're down 2.88%, and everything's starting to get that wave. Bitcoin seeing the drop, the blip to the downside here. You can see the consolidation, the uncertainty, then the blip to the downside. Ethereum trading sideways, breaks downwards here. BNB breaks down. We can see XRP broke downwards, Doge broke downwards, so on and so forth. It's a continued correction to the downside. This is what I was expecting, anticipating, and why I was making those videos. Like, I'm kind of worried about buying in because I don't think we're there just yet, and I don't want to, jump the gun. However, now we're at an interesting point too. As I mentioned before, maybe we're starting to form what could be, more of an ascending pattern here. We broke through the top resistance, so we are heading up. So at this point, I could probably delete this and scale this up and see how we go from here. Because now you can see more so we're creating higher lows than we are lower highs. We are continuing to do that. We broke the previous one, so we'll see if this is a scale that we're going to use, a stepping stone to swing us higher. You can see it again here where this uptrend is. I don't know if I want to leave it like this. I'll probably move this up on XRP. We had the 4-hour candles, but the daily, we can definitely use the daily candles here and get rid of those wicks, kind of shave that off. And you can see kind of the uptrend that we're starting to form here. We'll see if we break through this. This is pretty vital for XRP success, is if we can hold above support at 36 cents. We break through 36, we are going to fall back down to 32 to 30 cents here. This is kind of the zone if we break through that. And this would be a good short opportunity. If we see XRP break us through 36 cents here, 37 cents here, then I could buy in with a short, mainly because we're breaking through the higher low pattern here, as well as the uptrend that we have, and we can put a short, obviously doing so on Bityard, the #1 cryptocurrency leveraging exchange that I like to use here on the channel. Now, before I dive into these other cryptocurrencies like Ethereum, Bitcoin, and the S&P 500, which are very important, and you definitely want to stick around for that, I do briefly want to talk about Fitburn first. I want to give a huge shout out to Fitburn for sponsoring today's episode. As with all cryptocurrency projects, please do your own research and never invest anything you can't afford to lose. So guys, Fitburn is redefining move to earn as we know it with its new burn to earn model by turning it into a more complete project for athletes around the world. It's designed to incentivize people to hit the gym regularly and stick to their exercise routines. At the moment, the project is already supported by Mr. Olympia, one of the largest bodybuilding contests, and FIBO, the world's leading trade show for fitness, wellness, and even health. Currently though, the project is in the private round and has already managed to collect $5 million. And if you personally wanted to take part in their private sale, all you need to do is connect your wallet to the pool and invest what you want, which you can find down in the description below. Moving on, Fitburn has even received an award for Best Exercise to Earn Game of 2022 from the AIBC Summit. Even better, their app is actively being developed for release and is even backed by Firechain and Swissborg. Now, what makes Fitburn even more unique is it rewards users for each calorie you burn during physical activities with its native Cal token. While blockchain technology is widely regarded by proponents as the catalyst for the next financial revolution, many fail to notice that the nascent technology is rapidly disrupting various aspects of our daily lives, changing how we shop, communicate, learn, and even get entertained and exercise our bodies. Now, it's no news that regular individuals can now earn decent passive incomes by simply carrying out simple exercises such as walking, running, and others via various projects like STEPN, STEPN, but Burn to Earn by Fitburn is a Web3 project that claims to be on a mission to engage the masses to hit the gym and get paid for every drop of sweat, and it's one of the latest additions of the blockchain-based move to earn fitness solutions. Now, Burn to Earn offers a unique and innovative reward program designed to redefine the fitness ecosystem. To join Fitburn's Burn to Earn platform, interested members are actually required to purchase a gamified t-shirt non-fungible token from the project's collection. Now, the NFTs come under 4 major classes: common, rare, epic, and legendary. And the team says each user will receive a free yearly Fitburn partner gym membership when they purchase any of the NFTs. Now, members will then be able to track their gym activities using the Fitburn app and receive Cal, the native token of its ecosystem, as a reward for every burned calorie. Now, with Cal tokens, Fitburn users can purchase fitness products from the platform's e-commerce store or enjoy discounts at major fitness retailers. Cal token can also be traded on supported exchanges. Cal holders will even be able to stake the token, receive invites to exclusive VIP events, and earn the governance rights of the protocol. With that being said, if you want to invest in Fitburn, make sure to check out the links in the description of today's video. So guys, moving back into the technical analysis, you guys can see Ethereum here is doing exactly what we expected to do as well. I was very surprised when Ethereum started to trend us above our major resistance here. We have this beautiful descending fractal here, and we somehow started to trend outside of it, which I was quite confused with. Now, if I extend this down, I was thinking about moving this, playing around with it. Like, could I extend it like this? There's a chance that I could. I mean, we could leave it like that and leave it alone here. And, you know, I know, again, that you guys are going to attack me for moving this, and it really doesn't matter. You can see I can move this lower here on the daily and put it back to where it was. You can see that we are still breaking resistance, hitting this top and correcting lower, and that's pretty much what we've been trying to find, is that top resistance. We are still inside this descending fractal, and I think things look more bearish again, continued, than we do bullish. You can see XRP still looks more bearish than bullish. Everything, I think, has a bearish bias. Some of you guys were commenting this morning or from yesterday's video that the bears are over, the bottom's in, but I hope, as much as I want to believe it, and as much as I want to hope you're right, there's this slight part of me that's a little skeptical about that, and there's a good chance they're probably going to continue lower here. With everything lined up, there's a good chance we'll be breaking through that. I'm not going to say we're bullish yet until we break through this major resistance here on Ethereum, on XRP, maybe even 44 cents on XRP. If we can break through 44 cents, closing the weekly, not the daily, but the weekly on XRP, then I would be bullish on this crypto, because you can see where this problem zone seems to lie is every time we come back to retest this purple downtrend here, we reject and correct correct lower every single time. And you can see it. We just did it a couple weeks ago, November. Here we are in December. No, we're not even in December. Sorry, the end of November here. Today is the 28th. You can see the end of December here. We've retested it, and here we are again. So we broke bearish in the beginning of November, and here we are at the end of November trying to retest it. So until we can close above here, I'm not buying in. Until we can close a weekly outside of the downtrend here, then I would expect to see a rise up to 78 cents, exactly like some of you guys were saying, a target up to here. But if we don't break through this, we are going to fall back down to 28 cents, maybe even 16 cents, which is scary. But until then, it's, as a conservative trader, I'm waiting and sitting this out. Obviously, moderate and aggressive trades can be made beforehand, but conservatively, to try to lose the least amount of money, you got to be patient here. So I do believe Ethereum is headed lower, just the way these charts are looking here. We do have clearly the descending fractal. We slightly tweaked it here, but I do believe it is going to pull us back down to $1,000 here. That's my target. Then I believe we should be breaking out of it because, you know, descending fractals typically have a bullish bias. And then Bitcoin here as well hasn't actually broken, surprisingly, our triangle that we made, or our descending fractal that we made. We had a mega aggressive drop in the price here, formed some sort of symmetrical triangle. You can see just like this, broke bearish from that inside of a bigger descending fractal here. And here we are trending lower lows and lower highs. And I think this is going to continue. We're starting to trade below 16K, currently at 16.1. And as I said earlier, and in yesterday's video, I just want to extend this out ever so slightly here, just like this. You can see I've said it in yesterday's video. There's a good chance we are going to pull back down and retest like 15K. I think this is the next movement, which obviously is an aggressive trade since it's inside this channel here. But if we can close the daily above this, above 16.3, and we close at 16.7, then I believe we can long it. And if we close, otherwise, it's an aggressive trade to the downside here. And lastly, to wrap up today's video, looking at the S&P 500, we're in an interesting predicament as well. I do believe we have a lot of resistance here. We have a downtrend. We have a ascending fractal. I think it's better to look at the weekly here. You can see why this is problematic. We have this beautiful white ascending fractal, which has a major resistance. You can see every single time we come to retest the top resistance, we have not broken through it. Literally, we have not broken through this ever until we decided to put $4 trillion of freshly printed money into the market, and we caused this. Then the feds are like, time to remove it all, and they're pulling it all out of the markets here, selling off their balance sheet, and this money is getting liquidated out of the markets here, and you can then see that we're now back to retesting this major resistance, not only inside a major descending fractal, not only retesting the weekly moving average, but also the top resistance and the price ceiling, also causing for most likely correction to the downside. Hopefully not down to 3,200 points. That would be horrible. But I'm hoping we kind of see something like this. This would be the best thing. It's something like that. We just kind of float sideways here. But obviously, we won't know until later today. But I am a little bearish on the weekly too. With that being said, once again, thank you to Fitburn for sponsoring today's episode. Make sure to check them out. Smash the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.